我要去楼上 ，going upstairs。这一层楼有这么多东西。Today we are in Lattice 1. Today we are visiting a 3-bedder. 872 square feet. This is going at a very good quantum. This is freehold status. So welcome to Seraya Crescent. This is the entire Casuarina Seraya Crescent enclave, all landed property. So you're within the landed property cluster. This is an enclave that usually people who loves a few key things. Number one, they want a school. So just check out the 1 kilometer radius to this two very hot favorite school within D20. They love to walk towards the nature reserve because over there are a couple of points that you can just walk directly into Lower Pierce Reservoir. You can do hiking here over the weekends, and this is a hot favorite zone. Over there, right towards the end, Casuarina, the prata is very famous. The Japanese food is great. Ziptrak is also fantastic over there. Right across the street, Sembawang Hills Food Center, as well as other F&B. Once we head down, that will be towards Upper Thomson Road. And of course, you can get a glimpse of Upper Thomson here. You can see a couple of projects there like Flame Tree Park and all that. So that will be Thomson Plaza. In terms of locale, of course, this is going downwards towards Lentor. You will bypass, of course, like the cross junction where you see Meadows at Pierce. If you turn right, that will hit you towards the new township, which is where all the Lentor condos are being located. Of course, over there, the condos are doing well in terms of $2,000 over per square foot for brand new township, 99 years condos, bigger developments. This is of course a boutique development. There are only 40 over units. It was TOP 2023, so right now it's about 1 odd years old. This is great for contemplate because it's below 1.9 million. It's asking at $1.8 million negotiable. And then from there on, you can own a freehold status 3-bed, 2 baths, 872 square feet. Let's head down and have a look at the unit. Ours is located at level 3, which is the midpoint level. Now, in terms of layout, very clear-cut 3-bed, 2-bath, 3-bedders, all tucked towards the corner. There is like a balcony that is pretty unique in nature because it links from your living zone towards 2 of the bedrooms. You can utilize that balcony to be a little bit like this concept whereby you Ziptrak it up and then you put your dining space right there, so they have a more spacious living area that you don't really have to put in like your dining right there. Once you Ziptrak it, because these are all sheltered balconies, basically that will form the space for your dining zone now. And MCST fee is about $300 over per month. There's only 40 odd units now. Lap pool, pretty interesting because for 40 over units you have such a good long lap pool for you to swim. And of course you have like sun decks over here, a couple of sitting areas over here as well. Structure is new, building is good, basement parking also, so that solves a lot of like rainy day issues. Owners coming in, you also have the automated system for your gate opening, and because of the fact that there's no security, you cut down on the maintenance fee. You also have like this opening that gives you accessibility right towards the main road, and that's where the bus stops. You can either cross over, take over towards Upper Thomson, or head towards Lentor, Springleaf area. Now Bright Hill MRT is of course within like the proximity 900 odd meters away. Now I'm going to head back to the unit. We're going to check out the layout. If you have a look at the living room layout, these are some of the ideas that you can have. I would suggest that of course you utilize the space to put in like a nice longish sofa that stretches all the way from the TV console zone all the way right towards the entrance. Plonk in like carpentry work along the wall lines. Utilize the entryway portion to put in like carpentry floor to ceiling. Utilize the 3.25 meters all the way so that you can put in more storage space. I think once you enter this at about $1.8 million, and of course the price is still slightly negotiable, you should really invest maybe about close to $100,000 for all the renovation and carpentry work. And of course flooring is already great. All you need to do is really plonk in all the bedrooms and living dining zone for all the carpentry work, Ziptrak up, invest in your furniture as well, and I believe you're gonna have an awesome place that you can call your home. you have 3 bedrooms, 2 of the bedrooms and the living area is linked. So you have this like combined balcony, which I think is fantastic because if you look at traditional layout, sometimes maybe you are buying something at about 940 plus square feet, but you have 2 balconies. So you technically don't need 2 balconies. Usually the layout, to simplify, is that 1 balcony is in the living, 1 is in the master. But most of the time, I mean, how often do we go out to our master room balcony? We usually utilize the balcony in the living zone. So I think this is a great concept because though it's 872 square feet, but if you plonk in another balcony, which might be about 50, 60 square feet, that's going to bring your total size to about 930 over plus square feet or 940 square feet, which is quite similar to the traditional 3-bedroom size out in the market. So 872 square feet doesn't mean that you sacrifice on your steppable zone inside. It's just because they have sort of like a combined balcony kind of concept, which I think is good. So this is the space that I think, because it's sheltered and your ceiling height is about 3.2 meters, it's great for you to do a Ziptrak just like the rest of the neighbors. You can utilize this to be a dining zone. You can put in like a 6-seater long version. If you want to go for an 8-seater with a thinner kind of dining table, I think that would be great. You can put in like 2 long bench kind of concept, 2 tables at the side, so you can sit like 3-3-1-1. That will give you an 8-seater zone. Another concept that you can utilize is that you can put in like a higher kind of table zone here, put in like higher stools, or maybe you can have a mid-height table over here, then put in like maybe 4 chairs, look outwards, make it into like a bar concept that you can like dine at home, or you can like have a drink over here. Or you can also use another concept is that I think you can flush it with carpet grass. You can use this zone like a coffee table zone, and you can sit down here, look outwards towards the landed enclave, and of course that is the zone towards Lower Pierce Reservoir as well. So 3 different concepts, all are fantastic in terms of utilizing here because Ziptrak is already approved for this project. And one of the reasons why people love to go for boutique developments is number 1, criteria that they want a freehold tenant. So once that is checked off, number 2 is that they want to have lower density because of privacy. And usually number 3 is that they want to live within a landed enclave for quietness and serenity. And some of the things that we want to check off as well is that we want to note whether does this boutique development fit into our PLB moat analysis for scoring purposes, because buying a project is something that you want to make sure that within the next 3 to 5 years, if you want to sell, there's a ready audience for you to look at. So number 1 is that there's parents attraction effect that will help us to check off. Number 2 is that though this is a boutique project with no volume effect, because those are meant for bigger density projects, more than 300 units, but in exchange of you get a freehold status, which then counteract against the ballast curve decaying lease effect. So that is like, although you don't have volume effect, but you solve the ballast curve problem. Number 3 is that you have the quantum effect. So this is below $2 million. 3-bedders below $2 million freehold is very hard to find in today's market, because if we look at all the new launches at 99s, they're going at about 2,003, 4, 5 PSF. 3-bedders, you need to go in with at least $2.5 million to find meaningful layouts. And though sometimes you can hunt for $2.3, $2.4 million, but the quantum wise is still bigger than this quantum. This is $1.8 million. If you find something at $2.3 million, there's a $500,000 difference in terms of quantum play. That means that in 3-5 years time, if you want to sell, and let's say you just need to exit at $2 million, I believe you can still easily find an audience that can invest $2 million for a 3-bedder and in a freehold project. And just because of quantum effect on our mode analysis, that already gives us a very safe benchmark in terms of entry. PSF level below $2,100 per square foot, pretty good in terms of PSF entry range as well. And because of all these factors, we think that in terms of quantum play, as long as you're a freehold lover, this is something that you can strongly consider in District 20. Alright, so I hope that you enjoyed this tour at Lattice. One, give a call to Eunice as well as Jeremy. They're both our listing managers for this particular property for sale. And of course, if you're hunting for 3-bedder D20 freehold, $1.8 million, this is the one to go for. My name is Melvin Lim, PropertyLimBrothers. As always, happy to show the place. And meantime, take care.
Eunice，走过来，就是不要杀你。
哎，等一下，我们打给你。打，就这样子吗？